Wayne Rooney is now the highest scoring footballer at Manchester United. This is Blake from footballbiz.co.uk, and today we wind up the time machine to see every football boot Wayne Rooney has put on his feet throughout his emphatic career, which has included 5 Premier Leagues, 1 FA Cup, 1 Champions League title, as well as several individual awards. Scoring 250 goals for Manchester United and over 50 goals for England, Wayne Rooney can be considered to be one of England's greatest ever footballers. Mostly playing his entire career as a forward, in recent times Rooney has adopted the number 10 or central midfield positions. Let's kick things off with Rooney's professional debut for Everton back on the 17th of August 2002 against Spurs. Rooney opted to wear Umbro, wearing the XAI2 boots. This made Rooney the second youngest first team player in Everton history. The Umbro XAI2 boots were also worn by the likes of Michael Owen at the time. The boots featured a classic fold-over tongue and a supple and soft kangaroo leather upper. Wearing both black-blue and gold-black pairs, another big name for the boot, who would later end up being Rooney's teammate at Manchester United, Henrik Larsson. His first 2 goals for the club came in a 3-0 away win against Wrexham in the League Cup, which at the time made him the youngest ever goal scorer for Everton. That famous goal Rooney scored against Arsenal was on the 19th of October, and again Rooney had the double diamonds boots on his feet. He was just 16 years old at the time. This goal ended Arsenal's 30-match unbeaten run and also made Rooney the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history. Some start for the Englishman. In January 2003, Rooney signed his first professional contract, which made him one of the world's highest paid teenagers at the time. 2003 also saw Rooney move up to the Umbro XAI 3 boots, which again used kangaroo leather on the upper and a fold-over tongue. Rooney debuted a test pair of these boots when he made his England debut on the 12th of January 2003 against Australia. He was aged just 17 years old and he donned a mostly blackout XAI boot. US giants Nike had become aware of Wayne Rooney's brilliant talent and signed him up on a contract to play in Nike's very popular boot at the time, the Air Zoom Total 90 boot, in the form of the second generation. The name itself stems from the design concept of creating a boot that would maximise the player's comfort for a total of 90 minutes in a match. This generation of Air Zoom was designed for any style of player on the pitch, with the likes of Paul Scholes, Luis Figo and Roberto Carlos the other headline wearers of the boot. Originally launched in 2002, the boot was crafted from a super soft and lightweight KNG 100 synthetic material for ultimate comfort. The material was lighter than leather, claimed to hold its shape better and featured water repellent properties. The name Air Zoom came from the Zoom Air cushioning on the heels seen on trainers at the time. Rooney had moved on to a white and blue Air Zoom 2, which would work in perfectly with Everton's colours, before switching to Nike's 3rd generation Air Zoom in March 2004. Launched in a grey silver design, the next gen was very well received. This was a boot I can remember wearing as a kid, and it moved from the idea of being a comfortable boot to being more of a boot designed for 3 things: power, accuracy and comfort. Again, this generation was headlined by some of the biggest footballers in that period, including Ronaldinho, Roberto Carlos, Luis Figo, Rio Ferdinand, Edgar Davids and Paul Scholes. Again, this gen used a KNG 100 synthetic upper, while an all-new asymmetrical lacing system was used to enhance power and accuracy when striking the ball. Picked for Euro 2004, Rooney headlined a metallic silver maroon design, which was the boot he did wear when he broke his 5th metatarsal against Portugal in the quarterfinals. Straight after the Euros disappointment, the young talent signed for Manchester United for £25.6 million, which was the highest ever fee for a player under 20 years old. He was just 18 when he left Everton. Maybe his next boot move was better for recovery from injury, but Rooney's first boot at Manchester United was Nike's Tempo Premier boot. This was also the first boot Cristiano Ronaldo wore on his arrival at the club. Rooney made his debut for the club against Fenerbahce in September 2004, scoring a hat-trick, which made him the youngest ever player to score a hat-trick in the Champions League. Rooney debuted one of the classiest colourways of its generation, a nice white and gold design. In 2005, Rooney wore an additional 2 colourways of the Air Zoom Total 93, including an all-silver edition and a nice metallic red edition. The metallic red edition used a different design, using a solid swoosh on the instep rather than the circle seen on previous colourways. At the start of 2006, Rooney moved up to the boot, which was essentially the Air Zoom Total 94, but with a different name, the Supremacy. The boot again was designed for a mix of comfort, power and precision, and the Supremacy was again a very well received boot by players. Rooney himself broke his foot against Chelsea wearing these boots, but that did not damage the boot's reputation. Like the Air Zoom 3, it had an off-center lacing system which hid the laces for a clean strike on the ball. Again, KNG was used on the upper, while a little twist was used on the heel cap, allowing you to place a number or flag in it to showcase your identity on the pitch. At World Cup 2006, Rooney donned a white supremacy which everyone should remember included his red card offence against Portugal's Ricardo Carvalho, in which Cristiano Ronaldo openly protested his actions and was in turn shoved by Rooney. The ref sent Rooney off, which Ronaldo was seen winking at the Portugal bench straight after. In the summer of 2007, Nike were up to something big. We saw the cancellation of the Air Zoom and Supremacy series for the Laser, with its full name being the T90 Laser. From a boot focused on comfort, it now had a goal of being a boot for goal scorers, a boot for precision, hence the name Laser in the title. Headline names to wear the Laser was the likes of Fernando Torres and Wesley Sneijder. Similar to the Supremacy, the Laser used a completely newly designed upper with precision rings and an E-vent fabric, all of which was designed to enhance power, precision and overall striking performance. A modified heel ear zoom unit was still used, while a unique foot skeleton print was used on the sole plate, and some K-leather versions were available as well. Headlining several colours of the Laser 1, Rooney had moved on to the Laser 2 in April 2008. The second generation took inspiration from the first gen and featured an all-new shot shield technology to increase shooting and passing accuracy. Rather than using precision rings, a much denser shot shield material was used for a clean and more powerful strike on the ball. A premium grade synthetic leather was used for added comfort, while a large V-twin off-center lacing system was applied. The shot shield technology wrapped the laces for an almost lace cover design. In 2009, Rooney actually made a switch to a red-white leather Laser 2, which lacked the shot shield technology on the upper. Rooney continued to wear the leather Laser 2 versions as well as the general synthetic versions in 2009. Hitting up February 2010, and we are looking at the Laser 3 on Rooney's feet. One of my personal favourite T90s, the boot was launched in a striking green, red and black design, and it again was designed for the same thing of power, precision and accuracy. The Laser 3 again featured shot shield technology, but this time around it used a modular instep with 5 pods on the striking zone for enhanced accuracy when striking the ball. Rooney debuted the Laser 3 Elite at the 2010 World Cup for England. The same technologies were used but were minimised to lower the overall weight of the boots. Wayne headlined a grey-orange coloration at the tournament where they reached the round of 16. After the World Cup, Rooney was back in the Laser 3 boots wearing a black and green pair, and he scored that famous bicycle goal against rivals City in February 2011. Hitting up September 2011, Rooney had moved on to the 4th generation of the Laser 4. The Laser 4 was the best of the Laser series as it featured several upper materials including a Tijan synthetic, Kangalite and KL versions. An adaptive shield and raised fins enhanced power and accuracy. For Euro 2012, Rooney wore the clash colour which was white and green. The Laser 4 featured an all-new technology dubbed ACC, mid-generation, which was a treatment applied to the uppers to provide a consistent touch in all weather conditions. After over a decade of the Total 90, Rooney switched to the Hypervenom Phantom in 2013. Instead of Rooney, Neymar was the headline player of the Hypervenom, which was targeted for a new breed of attack. Compared to the Total 90 series, the Hypervenom switched from power and accuracy to being very understated, lightweight and all about touch on the ball. A thin honeycomb Nike skin upper was used, which was liked by everyone. ACC, nylon chassis with split toe all enhanced the idea of agility. For the 2014 World Cup, Rooney headlined the World Cup edition, scoring 1 goal against Italy in the group stages. The Hypervenom Finish was the next weapon for Rooney, launched in 2015, along with the Phantom 2, which had a dynamic fit collar. Headlining the low cut finish along with Harry Kane, the boot used a Nike skin upper, but this time it came in a much stiffer touch and feel not liked by everyone. For Euro 2016, Rooney headlined the Spark Brilliance Finish version 2, which used the original Nike skin upper seen on their first generation. Rooney netted 1 goal at the Euros before crashing out against Iceland in the round of 16. The 3rd generation Hypervenom arrived on our doorstep in 2017, and like the Total 90, the boot was designed for the goal scorer rather than the agility style footballer. An all-finer upper was the major improvement over the previous generation. Rooney himself would wear this silo for the rest of the 2016-17 season with Manchester United. In January 2017, Nike celebrated Rooney becoming the all-time highest goal scorer for Manchester United with 250 goals, by producing a red and white inspired finish. Designed to reflect the colours of England and Manchester United, Rooney wore this stylo briefly before switching back to the Flyknit Phantom 3 low cut edition. Boot history over. Have we missed any boot? Please comment in the section below and vote in our poll card now with your favourite boot Rooney has worn. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.